So, world of YouTube, I'm going back into this newspaper tonight, and not only did this scandalous thing come up in Star, April 6th, 1976, something awesome has turned up also. There's a couple things in here I'm going to go over, and the first thing I'm going to go over is I cannot believe of 2 years after, 3 years after, 1974, I have the original story on, let me get the revealing, that's right, it'll be coming up in a minute. Can't believe I came through this. Something must have drawn me to this paper, but it is an awesome thing that I have found in an original article on the Amityville horror that inspired the movie. And here's the original house that the man who is still in custody of jail, William Dafoe Jr., and November 13th, 1974, when it became the scene of the largest mass murder in the history of Suffolk County. Nobody can live in this place until something is done. Mysterious house sit vacant in Amityville, New York. Now, not only did this, and I didn't read it yet, but there's also an article of what is that? Petropolis, heart started to pump. I guess something happened as he was gasping, and that's what it was. I did read a little bit of this. The camera crew went in the house, and for the physical research hurrying from the house, neither would reveal what they had found. When pressed, Dr. Thomas replied, "We encountered the most powerful negative force here that I have ever experienced. It could possibly be diabolical," he added, hurrying away. So whatever was in that land, whatever was in this house, even William Dafoe Jr. said something. I watched an interview to that guy about a few years ago, and he was talking about him and his sister did the murders, but the oldest sister ended up dead too. His father, he said, was abusive and drunk. There was a lot of things. Of course, you're right, he came from an abusive home. But that's the thing. Sometimes when you get these people that, are in a forceful, abuseful home, sometimes they intend to take the story of things and, literally twist the story. They made me do it, just like the Hernandez brothers in California. Their father was abusive, raping them, doing all kinds of sexual acts. Who knows what this guy did? But from what I heard in the interview, William Dafoe Jr. said that his father would beat his ass. And it sounded like a story when he was saying it that, he just wanted revenge on his father because he wanted the beatings to stop. Just like the Hernandez brothers. And in ways I kind of think them two had every rights if they were being sexually abused to kill their father. But if there was an innocent side, you would never know and never find out because, of course, there's two sides to every story and the other side is dead. But I can go on as far as saying that this house held more than just an abusive father. And even the guy, it even goes on to saying the guy that bought the house, which what they put into the movie, all the events, and he would not come out of hiding, but from what friends would say for him, that there was something in that house that he will never go back, and that he would never even gone and get his stuff. He had a $20,000 boat that he left behind. He said that it was all possessed, and he was not going back to get none of it. He lived with friends, and to this day, how they got the story out of him, or if they just learned from friends. But this guy would supposedly not come out of, hiding, and he didn't want to go back and get his stuff either. But this is awesome that I've come up with this. Not only, like I said the other day, I get the article of, the royal wedding, and then all of a sudden all this dirt they throw out here. I mean, even they had their dirt to throw on the TV before the royal wedding. This one did that. Harry did this. He was a rebellion youth. All that crazy shit. But when it's back in 1976, and, back then, boy, there was a lot more, to go on of believers and stories like this when they come out. Even the Exorcist being based on true stories. Something, whatever it was, going around the earth on them days, boy. Like the Exorcist being in, Washington, California, Washington, out there near California, or here in New York. Whatever the case may be. It's just as sick and insane to even think. I mean, this house literally was moved off that property. I forgot where they said they moved it, but they moved it. And I believe it is a vacant lot now. Of course, no one would want to build on that land, but you know what? I would nothing more than love to go to this place and check out my own readings. Because I swear to God, just like in this house a few nights ago, I've already gotten orbs in this attic. And everywhere I go, man, even in the Fort Devon Theater, I got an orb zipped by the camera. I mean, everywhere I go, I get something. Always something. Even out in the woods at the Revolutionary Cemetery. I mean, everywhere I go. And that Bigfoot knock, or whatever that knock was in the woods. I'm telling you, man, it's just insane where I go. And I need to get somewhere to like this, man. Because I can just imagine with the energy. And of course, as you can see, fight evil force in house where 6 died. I mean, this guy, man, when I heard that interview of William Dafoe Jr., man, he was rambling off the wall. He sounded like a friggin' Charlie Manson, how he would go on his rants and interviews at his parole board. But I mean, that guy swears up and down, though, that he did not do nothing. He didn't know what happened. It was like I believe he said he woke up out of a blackout, and, I wouldn't be surprised, though. I wouldn't be surprised. Whether it be a vengeful thing against his father, or a force of evil that just pushed him to the extreme. To shoot dead all of his siblings. All his mother, his father. And I mean, in this house, though, when another man moved in it, and the same things occurred, he almost went mad and killed his own family. But he got him out, and, in the movie, as you could see, it was as close as he could get to being almost driven to the bounds of evil to go off and kill his 2 children and wife. And I mean, yeah, that was just, I love horror movies, man. I love them to death. And so, I know one day I'm going to try and get out there and pay my little visit. But I just wanted to show this. This is the original article, 2 years after. And there's the house. It just sucks that they moved it. Don't get them damn windows in it, though, as I can see, unless they're on the other side. But then again, the movie, they changed the house and then that big ass chimney. But yeah, they didn't use the original house, so. And they only used them windows over there that scooped around the half moon. I mean, I don't know if they have it or not on the other side, but like they have to change everything in the movies though, and names and to protect the innocent. But yeah, this house, man, it's awesome to get the original house right here. And it's like, I don't know, man, something made me pick up this paper last night, and already 2 amazing stories. One, I believe, of course, like I said, suicide is always mentioned into a royals or a family of the rich. And now this. There are some other stuff I gotta go over in this. But even over here, what the hell is this? 1 million U.S. school kids forced to take drugs worse than LSD, huh? I'm gonna have to go read that one. That'll be another. This was a great, actually, great paper I picked up. Got some real interesting stories. Like I say, I got a whole bunch over there to go through. Nice big area. Oh yeah. Still got a lot of more to go through, but other than that, the original Amityville horror right there. And of course that happened in 1974. What is it? William Dafoe. Let me make sure I'm reading this goddamn. Oh no, Ronald Dafoe. Sorry, Ronald Dafoe Jr. His name is Ronald. Eldest son, Ronald Jr. He was 24 at the time. And he told the story of, he claimed that he had come home and to find them all dead, but he was later convicted of drugging the entire family at dinner and then shooting them while they slept. Huh. Now see, reading that and coming forth with that, that's something new.
You know Ted needs to go out and Bryce needs to shower. Yeah.
But that's new. He drugged them. Huh. Supposedly drugged them and then shot them. But that ain't what they said in the crazy stuff. I mean, in the original stories, they just said that him and his sister plotted to go after him because they didn't want to get beat no more. I believe that's what he said, but anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I got some things to do, but I just wanted to share that with you, the original Amityville horror. And like I say, be safe, take care, and always believe, because there is evil that walks among us.